Hi, today we have a special guest with us, Mr. Luque. He was a former victim of the Japanese internship. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Luque. Nice to meet you.
How was life for you in the Japanese internment camps?
It was very difficult. I had to leave everything behind. Luckily for me, I still have my family. But for many of my neighbors, they had nobody. Nobody. I had to leave behind my boat and all my hard work. My poor Delilah. I come here and work hard for my family to get treated like scum. Give me a second. I don't know what I did, but I was not treated fair at all. I just wanted a second chance.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Can you please tell us why the U.S. would take these actions?
I had a business. I used to be a fish owner. I captured and sold fish. I made an honest living. I remember back when my uncles and my grandparents had to work in the mines and sacrifice and risk their life for me. But I didn't ever once give up. In the way I was treated by these Americans, I thought I was American. Until they came to my house one day and told me I must leave for no reason. Even if it had nothing to do with me. I didn't know that anybody had resentment towards America. So why are all of us being blamed for Pearl Harbor? I did not do Pearl Harbor.
Do you feel like the U.S. made the right decision?
Are you seriously asking me such a question? Do I think they made the right decision? Of course not. My people were treated like dogs. Dogs. We were put in homes, ghettos, slums, and contained because you believe there were spies within my people that come here for a hard education. You know how many spies they found? 10 out of 120,000 of my people. I thought we were all one type, but apparently this world is still corrupt and evil. And out of those 10 spies, all 10 were Caucasian. So how does that make me feel? My people's time were wasted, and I feel so frustrated to even believe such a thing could even occur.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Luque.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that I could represent my people and show what they went through. Because on our account, we look like the bad guys. And Japanese Americans are Americans. Hi!
Today we have special guests.
Whoa. Wait a second. I was informed I was going to do this interview alone, and I don't even know why they have me wearing this stupid helmet, so I should probably take this scout and go ahead and get on out here. Yeah, just go. You'd be doing me a favor. Thank you. Now that that's out of the way. Hello, America. Probably looking at me, American, thinking, who the hell does this guy think he is, and why did he just kick off his own host on national television? Well, I'm here to tell you I don't really care. I've been to hell and back, probably more than anybody else can say. I've been through every major battle of World War II. Basically, I could tell you from anything to Guadalcanal to Midway. My peers in the army even know me as that crazy bastard that survived every battle in World War II. Funny, but true. But I'm not here to give you some autobiography on myself, America. I'm here to tell you how the Pacific War, specifically World War II, really started and how America got involved in it. America really got involved. Well, let me do the background first. Japan thought they were some big empire, even though they're only an island. You know how they say, don't start war from an island. But they thought it was okay, so they just said, hey, let's just invade China. We need resources anyways. So they invade China, and I thought that war was bad, but what they did to China is nothing crazy. They did what was called a total war, which means they don't care whether it was a civilian, a soldier, they killed it. Nothing in their way. They killed anything in their path. They burned cornfields and everything. They let nothing go to waste. This set off an alarm to many of the countries in the world, showing the ruthlessness of Japan and their readiness for war. While this was going on, of course, it's not like nobody was paying attention. China even complained to the League of Nations, of which Japan was in the League of Nations, and asked them to tell Japan to stop. But they wouldn't, and they just left the League of Nations, not caring. The U.S. kind of got ready for war. Hold on a second. The U.S. kind of got ready for war, but wasn't really ready for war with Japan. So on December 7, 1941, the Japanese took their strike and attacked Pearl Harbor. Sneakily, but they did. I was even there. During the time, I was polishing my boots. You know, they were kind of dirty. I had to clean them up a bit. And I just heard planes coming. And I thought, hey, it's just them taking a practice run with the little trial planes. But in reality, it was one of the biggest attacks of a foreign country on the U.S., on U.S. soil. They came, many of them, many fighters dropping bombs on everything, fire everywhere, people dying. It was like something out of a movie, but this was reality. December 8, 1941, the day after Pearl Harbor, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president at the time, gave a speech to Congress on why they should declare war on Japan. And shortly within 24 hours of that, war was declared on Japan. That is when it started, the official U.S. involvement in the World War II in the Pacific Theater. We then took on war with Germany and Italy because Germany declared war on us, as the clause is in their tripartite act that Japan, Italy, and Germany all signed in 1940. So now, since just declaring war on Japan, we were now at war with 3 different countries. At the beginning of the war in the Pacific, it is safe to say that the U.S. was getting their asses kicked. The Japan was taking over territories one by one and anything in its path. Even Guam in 1941, Singapore in 1942, along with Burma, which is current day Myanmar, the Philippines, and even Hong Kong. All these territories fell to Japan. But then the tide turned. Battle of Midway, everything changed. That was the turning point of the war, where the U.S. finally took charge. Japan wanted to take Midway, a U.S. naval base in the Pacific. So they devised a couple attacks in December 1941 and January 1942. They wanted to have a defensive line so that nobody could attack them, as well as having a strategic option so that they could attack the Hawaiian Islands at any time. The Battle of Midway was a tough win for the U.S. They suffered many losses, but in the end, they made Japan turn back and made them even lose 240 planes and a lot of their Navy. This was the turning point for the U.S. in the war and the reason why they may have went on to win it. At the Battle of Midway, there was a battle called the Battle of Guadalcanal. The U.S., while not being able to totally take control of Guadalcanal, attacked the Solomon Islands, which pushed the Japanese back and allowed them and made the Japanese retreat. They even called it the Tokyo Express, where I'm from, how fast they got out of there. The US lost 1,500 people compared to the Japanese 14,000 losses. They showed that the US ain't nothing to mess with and that we have the best army in the war. The beginning of the end came for the Japanese in late 1944 when the US liberated the Philippines and British recaptured Burma. This also began the US massive airstrikes on Japan, which could have signaled even further for maybe why they used the atomic bomb on them, but I'll get to that later. Even after many US losses at Okinawa in early 1945, they were able to capture the island, even after these crazy sons of bitches called kamikazes, who were a little cuckoo in the head and thought it was alright for them to fly planes at us and, you know, kill themselves too. Well, other than that, we captured Okinawa, get the point. In 1945, they created this big old beauty of a bomb called the atomic bomb. It was a big old B-29 called the Enola Gay, and it was all for the Japanese. On August 6, 1945, we dropped that big old beauty on the city of Hiroshima. It killed everything in its path, and even killed people some later for radiation. But these crazy sons of bitches would really not give up. So we had to teach them a lesson and basically drop another bomb on them. I mean, that's their own fault, they wouldn't give up. At Nagasaki, we dropped another atomic bomb on them, even after they still didn't learn their lesson after the first time. Guess that was me wiping my hands clean of my Japanese story. Luckily for you, America, I have Germany stories too.
Whoa. Stop. Sir, come on. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's been too long. Let's go.
I have a black belt in Taekwondo. Kick your ass. You better.
Whoa, it's time to go. Come on. Dude, help me out.
The camera guy can hit too.
Dude, he's out of control. Do you realize that your name resembles a Mortal Kombat character?
How is that hard to do?
It's hard because you're looking at me and you're laughing.
They burn cornfields, they burn fields and everything. They let nothing go to waste. Fuck.